Well, I think I always thought that I was going to get married growing up. And then I think one of the things that was interesting when we did get married 18 years ago, almost 18 years ago, I think I was really just so taken by how meaningful the institution of marriage was. And it surprised me that the whole ceremony of kind of coming together and being in front of our friends and families and declaring our love, that was, and then getting a certificate, a legal certificate, how powerful that was.
It was amazing to me how many people came up and said, "Welcome to the club."
Mm-hmm.
Afterwards, like you would join the secret society, and there was this handshake, and all of a sudden, everyone, even your parents, were more open to you in ways that they hadn't been before.
Yeah.
And to me, it was a stark realization that we had just joined this institution of these committed people.
Mm-hmm.
And there was some recognition there that was meaningful, and I hadn't really given that enough credit beforehand.
Right. I mean, just the thought that our relationship was kind of affirmed in a way that was surprisingly so significant. I think that was pretty. Yeah, that was really amazing.
Mm-hmm.
You remember how I used to say that after that, how I'd tell people that marriage was an underrated institution?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we're still saying that 17 years later, still saying it's an underrated. I'm still a booster.
Yeah.
I am.
Yeah. No, marriage is a good thing.
It's a great thing. And when I think about, the fact that both of my parents are mixed.
Mm-hmm.
And 50 years ago, their parents would not have been able to get married in a number of different states. So I would not have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Those laws didn't say anything about black or white. They just said different races. We would not have been able to get married. And it's just obscene that people who are absurd. I think obscene. People who would. That's one thing about marriage. You start correcting each other's words. People who want to commit to each other. Someone who would make society not just more livable, more enjoyable, but more stable. That we would get in the way of that.
And it makes no sense.
It makes no sense at all. Sign the pledge.
Sign the pledge.
Freedom to marry.
Freedom to marry. Sign the pledge.